Now we're live. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Oh,
Welcome
yeah?
to the Digmcast. I'm Digmbot. With me, as usual, I have my Pink Bunny and Mike Matrix.
Hello.
And this week we have our special third co-host, fourth co-host, whatever, Nico Kitwolf.
Hello.
Isn't she technically the fifth co-host after
Well,
Ranger?
there's four of us tonight, so if Ranger was here, I'd
Yeah.
have to stick her like in the middle of the screen, and it would be really awkward. So
Yeah, just
Yeah,
like past
what-
the whole side of the screen.
I think you probably would have resized your screen region up and put everyone at the bottom or something like that.
yeah, I would have.
I
Yeah,
would've
sort of
done-
in line.
If we ever have to do
Or
five
in a
people, it's
firing
going to be
range.
interesting. Anyways.
Put him in the firing range.
As usual, we've been hard at work coming up with a whole bunch of different topics for the show. So, I think tonight we're
Yes.
going to start off with one that has Mike and I rather excited. Just a brief little bit
Yeah.
of news, but DayZ Standalone has appeared in the Steam database as early access. So, now, while we got
Which
very happy,
doesn't mean
Mike pointed out
Yeah,
immediately
which-
that he thinks it's still going to be a while before we get the game.
it's good because they're starting the process of putting stuff up and getting ready for releasing something at least. But I think it's still sort of okay, let's put that on a database, so whenever we really want to release it, we can actually release it.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Early
it's
access
probably
mean you
gonna
can access the game
take
already.
Well,
early access.
Yeah,
technically
but-
that's what
but
early
it's
access
not-
means, but it's just in the database right now. There's nothing there.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's no front end buy option yet. It's literally just, hey, we put an app in the database. That's all.
Yeah.
yeah.
But move in the right direction. So it's sort of mention worthy, but nothing big yet, in my opinion.
So you,
But
you'd
still,
have to
these things,
download. You'd have to rebuy DayZ once the DayZ standalone comes out. I'm guessing.
Yeah, but I'm cool with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
So
The game so far, what Rocket showed so far looks amazing. It really looks awesome and not straightforward, which is actually kind of cool because I like the hardcore aspect of DayZ. So
Yeah.
really looking forward to that.
Because DayZ's pretty much you get I don't know, 10 flares to start with, and that's it. Bye. Have some fun. If I'm guessing right.
DayZ
I
can be
think some
difficult.
people will miss all those little silly glitches and stuff that was in DayZ.
Is Neko cutting out?
Yeah.
Or is that just
I just
me?
think some people will miss that feeling.
I'm sure some people will, but I mean, I don't know.
Sorry.
I'm just ready for the game to be out. So it does have some great, fantastic glitches. Like one of Mike's favorites is double sprinting with the axe. It just looks insane. So that was just one quick one we wanted to start with. The next one we're going to move on to is something that could affect every single one of us in here potentially, because all four of us are YouTubers.
Yeah, I'm a new YouTuber,
Wow.
so yeah.
Well, I'm sort of semi-active YouTuber. I
Yeah, I
put
guess.
stuff up whenever I want, so
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
deal
But
with it.
what we're looking at is the incident that happened with Total Biscuit and Day One Gary's incident. So I'll just go ahead and throw the general story out there real quick, and then we can talk about it. What happened is Total Biscuit, who is a well-known YouTuber, does gaming first impressions and reviews with the stated goal of trying to help consumers not buy crap, sent
Yep.
an email to this developer of this game, and he goes into it in great detail. But basically, the email tells them, hey, we would like to review your game. We are going to monetize the video. Here is our standard intro letter, and here's links to our previous work. They agreed to it and sent him a Steam key within 24 hours. Then, once he did his first impression of the game and realized that the game is, from all accounts, pretty terrible, and put up that video slamming it, the dev hit him with a copyright strike to have the video taken down. So,
Yep,
I-
and then
Actually, let me ask you that, Dime. Have you followed that story? Because I actually haven't looked after Monday at that story.
I followed most
So-
of it. They backpedaled on quite a lot of things. Like on the Steam forums, they basically said that no, we didn't give him this access. And then I think a couple hours later, they backpedaled and said yes, we did. And yeah, they backpedaled on a lot of things. They literally realized they did wrong, and then literally like flipped shit, because obviously on the meta page, everyone had seen Total Biscuit's second video, which explained which went on, and went to the meta page and just rated it, like slammed it so hard, like, and that there was still. After that video, the devs were still putting up 10 out of 10 meta scores to try and get rid of some of the 0 out of 10 scores, because they were still trying. After everything, they were still trying. Like, this game shouldn't even be released full release. It should have been like an alpha at earliest. Like, literally you could hide under a tree and the AI would disappear. Like, you literally could load the game and it would literally just break. Like, it was like you could invisible walls, but invisible walls are not supposed to be there.
Yep.
It was just crazily crap.
That's like, I somehow got reminded of Warzy.
Yeah.
On that, it's literally just the developer going, well, we want to make money. Yeah. So anybody who sort of gives us promotion is good, but if they're criticizing us, that's bad, so we gotta take that down, right? And that sort of leads to, if I want to move that over, that leads us to, well, could have that been prevented with a better YouTube copyright system? Because the thing about it is, like, literally anybody who has sort of a right about that content can just go, hey, that has my content in it, and it's going to be immediately removed.
Yep. And a lot of that's because YouTube is so skittish about copyright infringement, but
it's also mostly automated.
Yeah, the automated system is really not optimal in the slightest.
No. This actually is a very huge problem in YouTube that I've actually noticed. Some people who do covers of songs will get taken down because they didn't want the cover up. Mm-hmm. And the only reason why this got so big is because it was TB that it happened to, like, not some other small-time YouTuber.
And there was like other YouTube videos that weren't taken down, which had 100,000 views and weren't taken down. It was just TBs, because TB is so noticed in the business. Like, he's so noticed in the YouTube gaming world. They literally only took TBs down and left everyone else's. You can see there's even another one slamming even harder. Yeah. I think it was by 2 Swedish guys. Mm-hmm. I think it was. I watched it, and they slammed it so much harder than TB did, and they didn't get taken down. They had 100,000 views. Just because TB had so much more, they took it down. Yeah. It also goes back to the story of, is it Yogscast this year got their whole YouTube taken down because someone said there were 13 and the automated system took down the whole YouTube channel?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think it's a good way of, like, YouTube has to do something about copyright infringements, of course. And they have so much content nowadays, they can't do it manually anymore. So
no, they can't.
They have to... Like, they have to have some sort of automation. So I realized that, also my camera keeps freezing today, whatever that is.
Skype's glitching hard.
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck's going on. But essentially, I realized that having like an automated system is good in that case. Because even though you might lose a little bit of like payments for that, in the overall scheme you reduce the copyright infringement by a lot, and that keeps the website viable and not getting taken down by some shit, which is good. On the other side, like, having the manual thing is also good, but I think there needs to be an additional measure between that.
There needs to be some
validation.
Yeah,
a validation of
may finally push YouTube to do something about it, because Maker Studios, which is Total Biscuit's one of their key content providers, it's the YouTube network he's on. Maker Studios is big time for YouTube as far as driving views and helping them generate ad revenue. So if this goes as far as Total Biscuit is apparently willing to take it, it may force some changes.
It's definitely going to happen, because obviously if you can click one button and then take a YouTube channel down, it's just ridiculous.
The question is, how do you prevent that? Because even though that sort of would like validation would be required, how are you gonna validate everything? Because there's probably a whole bunch of those reports coming in daily, and you gotta pay people to review that. So how do you do that?
And that doesn't even get into something that you and I have problems with on a fairly regular basis, Mike, which is region restrictions. There's been several times where we've gone to watch a video and one of us can't watch it because you're in Germany and I'm in America.
Yeah,
exactly. I mean, okay,
England has
but that's honestly something that Germany has to work about.
Yeah.
Because
England has the exact same. Though I have a lot of videos that I've said I can't.
Yeah,
I have a lot of videos the same as I can't watch. I have as in America. I can't watch here. So
this one will definitely be back
here.
as a segment because I'm going to follow this because I'm very interested to see what happens because there's a lot of other shady stuff that went on with this, specifically the CEO of that company, of the dev, saying that they protected our copyright because Total Biscuit has no right to make advertising revenues with their licenses. When Total Biscuit immediately turned around and showed that he did have their permission.
Yeah.
The thing here is literally like he straight out lied about that, and I think that might have legal consequences for that company, and not minorly.
Yeah, it will. There's also the point that in the Steam forum for the game, he issued a blanket yes to people when asked if they could make YouTube videos of the game.
Exactly. Like this is literally it strikes against speech of freedom.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech.
Yeah, freedom of speech.
And fair use. And one thing I also, when I was researching on this, that I noticed, this was a Kickstarter game, a failed Kickstarter game at that. And there was a lot of really shady stuff about the Kickstarter backing, including the fact that they're pretty sure the CEO of the company kicked in $10,000 of his own money to artificially inflate the Kickstarter.
Also, with the Steam greenlight, they actually had a lot of shady things going on there. That apparently the CEO made a lot of Steam accounts and that's the way it got greenlighted.
Yeah.
Because apparently that's the way.
I mean, honestly, who the fuck would that greenlight that game?
Exactly, who would greenlight it?
Nobody.
You really gotta be desperate for that game type to go about. I mean, okay, I'm gonna compare this to DayZ, and I know I always compare shit to DayZ.
Well, it's a fair comparison because DayZ does a lot of things right in this genre.
Yeah, this
exactly. DayZ has so many bugs, like. So much bullshit can happen at any point, okay? And still, it's one of the most popular games out there currently because it does it right. Because people want to play it because nothing else exists. So
it's also interesting. I just thought about this. DayZ is getting its own standalone version because of the extreme explosion of YouTube coverage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much. And I mean, they get a lot of they can get a lot of sales with this as well. I mean, duh.
I know the first time I ran across DayZ was Nanners.
I know.
So, and by the way, if you've never watched Nanners play DayZ, it is amazing.
Nope.
I actually can't remember where I found DayZ. It's been a while.
Mine was from a stream. I never saw it on YouTube. Because Stacy also had a lot of coverage on streams. I saw nothing but whenever I went on Twitch and was like, oh look, another DayZ stream. Yeah. Sorry.
You're good.
Yeah.
All right.
Mine might have been Totally Toby when I first saw DayZ last year.
But
he does a lot of those DayZ streams.
Anyways, let's back to topic.
Well, anyways, back to the topic. That's a game that does it right, even though it has a lot of bugs. What I see in in the case of what we have with
Day One.
Thank you. It's a MIDI-core implementation of a MIDI-core idea that is just awfully littered with bugs.
Yeah.
So you don't even have like a compulsion to deal with those bugs, and it's even worse than DayZ in my opinion. So
Yeah.
really,
Well, at least Daisy doesn't have
this is
invisible
not-
walls where you're supposed to do a task.
Well, the reason that Mike and I go back to DayZ so much is because underneath all the bullshit that we have to put up with sometimes, DayZ has really fun core gameplay mechanics.
Yeah, it does.
And
Exactly. You
Day
don't
One
have
does
that.
not.
Does not. And the second thing, DayZ is not release.
Nope.
It is not
Still-
release. I
still
think
in
it's
beta.
beta at the moment.
Yeah, but they're very
Uh,
upfront about
it'll-
the fact that they understand the game's got problems.
Yeah, they are really trying to solve those problems. And I mean, just look at the rolling changelog of like the DayZ mod.
Yeah.
It's like the latest mod has like I don't know. Don't let me lie here. I think 60 change statements that all mean a lot of back-end work. So yeah, DayZ definitely knows stuff is wrong with their
Yeah, wrong, and
stuff.
they're changing it.
They're trying to work on it. Day one.
They released it as a full game, and they literally, I saw one playthrough where you're supposed to turn these mirrors, and like in 4 or 5 places on top of this pyramid were invisible walls, and it was just crazy, and it was stupid.
Yeah.
It-
All right.
It
So-
literally was. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Nico.
Oh, it literally was just something that we're like, we're kind of at a deadline here. Let's just throw it out anyway and see how it goes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's try and make some money off it. So
All right,
Well,
so
I guess
will,
we agree on the part. There's some shady shit going on there.
Yeah. We will
Yeah.
put this one into our revisit because I do want to follow this particular little case.
yep.
And next, I think we'll move on to Bunny's game segment for this week, which is an interesting little thing Bunny found called Bad Hotel. I'm throwing the trailer from Steam up right now. I'll put the link in the chat as well. Bunny, why don't you try to explain what the hell this is?
This game is like a tower defense game, but on insane levels. It's kind of like you have to build a hotel, and that hotel is your tower, and you have to defend it, I'm guessing, from what I've seen from the video. It just looks absolutely mental, and it's got some cool music. Like, listen to some of the trailers, and there's some very eerie and cool music, and it looks like it's going to be a good game. It's like £4 on Steam, so super cheap. But it's a nice little indie gem I found, 2 hours ago.
It's also an iPhone game, apparently.
Yeah, it was an big iPhone hit, and then they literally have released it now on computer, and it looks really kind of cool, but very, very crazy, if that makes sense. It looks a bit mental.
Yeah, it looks crazy. Apparently Kotaku loves it.
Yeah, a lot of the reviews have been
If
very good
Kotaku
for it.
loves it.
Yeah, it's been very, very good, and the reviews have been very good for it, so...
So, that's...
Hi,
yeah.
Japan. Hi, how are you doing?
Yeah, this game looks
I,
ridiculous.
It's
You know
fucking
what? I would play it. I love tower defenses, and Japanese craziness in my games is always welcome.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
definitely
really
do a
is.
YouTube playthrough of it. I'm gonna definitely. It's like £4. I might just get it and do a YouTube playthrough of me just losing my shit on the tower defense game. So, or stream it one day and just lose my shit at this game because it looks amazing. It's like £4, so it's ridiculously cheap, which is really nice for a nice indie jam like that.
Yeah,
And it looks like it'd have hours of fun. So
it does. It does
It's-
look interesting.
Yeah.
I mean,
does it?
it
Right.
bills
Those are cool.
itself as a insane hybrid of tower defense game and procedural music toy with tons of bullets and a healthy number of Wu-Tang references.
Yep.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
I was
I am
intrigued too.
now
Catches the
awesomely
eye.
intrigued. Yeah.
Yeah. Fun
It's a
fact,
very- it
guys,
looks
that we
like-
just now learned. Mike likes Wu-Tang references.
I didn't know I did, but okay, let's go
I'm just
with
saying that
that.
because you immediately got happy when I got to the Wu-Tang references part.
No, it was just so out of place somehow.
Yeah, it looks so cool though. It looks very something I could have fun with. If you want to chill out for
My-
an hour,
Yeah.
game for like get your frustration out. That's kind of the game you look like. You can just take your frustration out and kill some shit. So
It looks really fun.
So essentially, whenever I go play Magic the Gathering,
and beat me to hell with your stupid decks, then
Oh,
yes, I go and
God.
play that.
Yes, we have all become, well, except for Nika, we have all become hopelessly addicted to Magic the Gathering, Duels of the
guess
Planeswalkers
whose
in the last
fault is
week.
that?
I don't have money to buy the game. You stop it.
We all become addicted
Oh, well.
and rage quit with Mike because Mike has some stupid decks
No,
that he's
nowhere
kicked
near
us.
as bad as Birdie. Nowhere
Crazy
near
Birdie.
as bad as Birdie.
Owen
But
Birdie
I-
has some stupid decks too.
I think we're getting a little off topic here.
Yeah,
but,
we are.
Uh,
Anyways, that was a real quick one on the game for this week.
Yeah, it's not much to say about that. Looks cool. I will play it.
Part of
Yeah.
that, though, is because we have another little gem and a new segment that we're going to do, which is why Nico is with us tonight. And
Wait a minute, Nico. Where is she? Is she up above me or sideways?
I'm
she's
technically
above
below.
me.
she's above Mike.
Okay. Okay, so
I'm-
she's over that way then. Or that way.
Yeah.
I have no clue which
No,
way it
no.
comes to the stream.
Like,
It's got
you're
stream
in
up.
the bottom left. She's in the top right.
I
at
should
the
move
moment.
you all now
Oh, she's that way.
just to mess with you.
All that way.
Well-
Are we
Well,
gonna...
fuck you, Dime. Fuck you.
Screw you. See, now I'm looking at Skype because Twitch is lagging. So, honestly, I don't know where any of you are.
What can I do here? I can... There we go.
I'm loading the stream now, just see where Dimes put me.
You're in the bottom left
You
still.
know-
I'm just waiting for Mike to notice what I've done.
God, that's look.
Alright, you guys. Oh. This is the moment in
Well,
the
I
stream
guess-
where we screw around before anything.
Why is Mike upside down? Whatever, which
I'll
way's
reset
Nick?
him. You guys, you've never played with that stuff, have you? I can spin
way.
him in the 3D space in the game or in the stream.
Oh wait, Nick is that
I've
way.
seen you mess around with it. At least when you're in your normal streams.
All right. So this is something. This is Nico's new segment. We haven't even really figured out what we're going to call it yet, but Nico, take it away. I'm going to play the trailer in the background.
Welcome to Games You Might Not Have Played with your host, Nico Kid Wolf. I'm here to talk to you about games that you most likely never even heard about. It's so under the radar that you're just like, what the heck is this? It doesn't have to be too great, but I will promise you an experience. This is Tokyo Jungle. It's pretty much a survival game. Is what if humans suddenly disappeared and the animals in the zoo or home pets get released into Tokyo. It's all about survival and, well, yeah, that's it. There really isn't a story to this game. There's like tiny little tidbits you'll learn what happens to humans throughout the game. Well, I'm sorry.
You're good.
Mostly it's you start out being alone and you have to fight other animals, survive, breed. Whenever you breed and have children, they'll be your extra lives. And
This game is also surprisingly gory.
Yeah, it looks very gory.
I am surprised the SOPA did not cling their little teeth into this game. It's bloody, it's horrifying. One of the ways is you had to sneak and kill an animal. Mostly you had to try to sneak around, including when you're a herbivore. When you're a herbivore, anything can pretty much kill you. Even when you're an elephant. Once you can be from a little baby chicken to a velociraptor in this
Wow.
game.
You know who I saw play
And-
this first? Which is why
Oh,
I
my.
actually knew about this game. Jesse
Who?
Cox.
Ah.
Oh
Not
my
even
goodness.
surprised.
And it was about as interesting as you might think, because he played like a Pomeranian or something.
That's you start out with
Jeez.
a Pomeranian and a cat, and by George, does this game make you feel like a badass? Me and my brother. Oh, there's co-op, but it's only there is co-op in this game, but it's only local. Me and my brother, he was a cat and I was a beagle, and we faced a whole bunch of velociraptors.
Oh,
In
wow.
what? After that, we died from a lion attack.
That game sounds awesome as hell.
Yeah, it does.
Is it available on Steam?
No, this is a
No, it's
PlayStation
only a
exclusive.
PSN game.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
no!
I know.
Sorry. It's only a PSN game, which surprisingly came to America. It did that good in Japan, and it's badly translated. Let me
Yeah,
tell
it
you.
is.
But it's
one thing I will
hilarious
say
in
is it's not even a particularly good-looking game, but the concept of it is just so freaking batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It looks definitely like an awesome game. I would totally play that if I had a PlayStation. But I don't have a PlayStation, so...
Yeah, nor do
You
I.
can emulate it.
Maybe.
That's a PlayStation 4 game?
No, that's a
I
free
guess-
game.
PlayStation 3. This came out last year, around November, I think.
You
Maybe it
probably
doesn't
won't be
emulate
able to emulate that properly.
Probably not,
But it
might
has
be
a-
fun.
It has late PS2 graphics, to be honest.
That's pretty much what my thoughts on it were.
It's only $15
What?
on Steam, and the DLC is only $5 more. It has like a robot
You
dog
mean on
and
the
plays a
PSN
human.
store?
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's true.
You got Mike's hopes up there for a second.
Oh,
Troll Mike.
oh no! Sorry, Mike.
That's true. Troll Mike.
Also,
This is where
funny,
Sony wins.
Are you cold?
Yeah. Yes, I'm friggin' cold. Leave me alone.
It's freezing cold here, but I'm wearing comfy clothes.
Everybody say hi to Zymac.
Normally-
He is now in the chat.
I just did. I would
Hi,
normally be
Zymac.
covered in. I normally would be in a duvet, but I'm on stream, so I put my jacket on instead. So.
And now,
Yeah.
I'm going to play something completely stupid in the background just because I feel like it.
Is
You're
it
gonna
because
play
I'm on
something
that you're
completely
being this
stupid.
insane?
No.
No, he's always in this insane. It's fine.
Dude, we just saved a
I was saying,
bunch
is
of
it
money on the car
Troll
insurance
Day
with Geico.
because
Let's celebrate.
I'm
No, it's Troll Mike Day.
That's a good idea.
Come on, it's Troll Mike Day.
It's usually just Troll Everybody Day. So,
Yeah, troll everyone.
yeah,
Sounds
pretty
like a
much
good
that.
day.
All right, guys. Here you go.
What,
God.
what is that?
Why am I watching cats and eagles and?
Hold on.
That's a Geico commercial.
Yeah,
That's a
that's-
Geico commercial.
Okay.
Okay.
God, such a
This
bastard.
destroys your childhood, but also makes you think, why the hell doesn't this exist? Not exist.
Why?
Why does this exist, Digmbot?
Good lord.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Microsoft
This is
Connect,
crazy.
ruining your childhood since forever.
Yeah.
The sad thing is, it's the best part of the game because it plays like Just Dance, and that's pathetically
That's the
sad.
point. Yeah.
Oh, man. All right. Let's move on. This last one, Mike and I recently discovered that we both have this in common. And it came up because I saw an article about speedrunning.
Which I posted to Dime because I'm clever.
So, speedrunning is very interesting. Basically involves beating a game as quickly as you can, and a lot of the times it involves exploiting glitches, things that the developers never fixed, and it can get
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
Yeah. Just saying, I've done a lot of speedrunning myself. So, yeah. I know exactly how crazy it can get. But yeah, speedrunning is kind of fun
Yeah.
because of the challenge. Like, it's sort of like it brings back the feeling of like scoreboards. You know what I mean? Like when you had like points given to you, and it's not always straight on like what the rules are for that. So like
donation.
I don't know. For example, hold one in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Some of the most impressive
so-
ones I've seen have been some of the Zelda speedruns,
Those ones are
Zelda
pretty crazy
speedruns.
as well.
especially the Ocarina
Yeah.
of Time speedruns. What I'm doing right now, actually, is I've got the Cosmo Right speedrun of Ocarina of Time from Awesome Games Done Quick 2013 up.
I've seen this one.
Because
Cool.
when they did this, he was the world record holder.
Yeah.
Also, there's a guy dressed as Link sitting on the couch behind him. So
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And
That's
the other
very
one's got blue hair.
casual.
The other one's got blue hair, which is
But-
quite
Yeah.
cool.
But speedrunning has
That's actually
gotten to
quite-
the point
quite
where
nice.
it's gotten really games done quick. I watched the whole thing, and they streamed 24 hours a day for an entire week, and there are always thousands
Wow.
of people watching.
Yes, maybe
Yeah,
funny,
there was
I'm-
just a
I'm
speed
actually-
run this Halloween of the speed gamers did for charity.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Another-
people who do charity
another-
speedruns.
Yeah, another really big speedrunning group is Source Runs, which I was part of. They usually just do source-based games, like Half-Life 2 in like an hour, and I think the last one was 25 minutes. An hour and 25 minutes for the completion of Half-Life 2. Stuff like that. Portal 2.
Thank you,
the
Zach. I had
episodes.
forgotten about that. The guy dressed as Link in this video is Runner Guy, who has done all of Ocarina of Time blindfolded.
Holy
Wow.
shit. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. But yeah,
Magic.
essentially, I think that the thing about speedrunning is like you're usually ignoring the story. So usually you want to
Why is he
play
going backwards
at
in that
least
video?
one time not before that.
There's some movement glitches in Zelda Ocarina of Time that you constantly want to exploit, like the backwards jump, the backwards hop, and the roll.
Oh.
And there's also
Yeah.
a very specific reason he's playing the Japanese version of the game.
Because some
Why is that more
things are
glitchy?
fixed in the English version.
Yeah, there's some glitches that are
Okay.
fixed in the English version, and the text takes less time to go by in Japanese.
Very
Yeah.
true.
Stuff like that actually is almost required to be done. Like, for example, I know Pokemon speedruns usually involve you naming, if you use a Pokemon or yourself, like the text that comes up all the time. Usually you just want to make that one character long so the text goes by quicker and stuff like that.
Yep.
Just those little small things that give you like 2 seconds or a few seconds out of the entire speedrun are like so important.
One of the things
And
that's
that's-
crazy about watching speedruns, especially when they stream them, is watching somebody go for a world record and literally one thing, one missed button press on one missed pixel after 3 hours of gameplay, and the whole thing is just shot.
Yeah.
Well, that's also
crazy.
the danger about single segment things. Like single segment is when you do the entire thing in one run. You never stop. And there's like segmented when you actually save and like retry certain segments and stuff like that. So there's a difference there. But I think what also makes speedruns so big nowadays is that you have streaming websites where people who do speedrunning, who do a lot of their days, can actually make a living out of that and like stream daily how they progress and speedrun through things. So that's
some
kind of
the
interesting
stuff
to watch,
that
especially.
you see is amazing. Like Super Mario 64 speedruns are always some of my favorites because of just the really weird stuff that you can break in that game.
Yeah.
I'm the weird one who
speed
likes
runs
to
are cool.
watch. I like to watch
I
the
do know that-
RPG ones, like. I'm sorry.
No,
That's Karen.
I like watching RPG ones because I want to see how they exploit the enemy's weaknesses and other things
Yeah.
like that because I'm interested in that genre. It's just amazing what people will come up with how to get through a game that usually takes 60 hours to beat.
Yeah. I've
I do
seen
know one of the
Final
games
Fantasy
I
VII
played
done
recently.
stupidly quick.
I know the
I've
games I have
seen
recently.
Elder
Stanley
Scrolls
Parable has
3.
this achievement for speedrunning, so it actually tells you to speedrun
Yeah.
the game in like 4 minutes. And there's actually a way to do it. You can actually they've actually implemented certain glitches that you can put in, and you can actually speedrun it in like I think it's like 4 minutes.
Oh, wow.
The game start to finish. So they actually will give you an achievement for
Yeah.
speedrunning the game. So
Nice. What were you going to say?
Well,
it's pretty good.
I was gonna say I also one of the most impressive for me apart from the Half-Life 2 done quick, or the new one, the new Half-Life 2 speedrun, is the Elder Scrolls 3 speedrun world record, which is, I think, maybe 4 minutes long.
Is that the one you
I think
showed
it
us
was
that is
4 and 11.
absolutely stupid?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep, that's the
it's crazy. Like, the amount of glitches abused in there in those few minutes, it's crazy. Yeah, that's all I have to say to that. I love watching speedruns. It's very skill based, and sometimes it's just random. So you gotta try and try and try and try.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting how it has blown up in conjunction with stuff like Twitch and Justin TV.
Yeah. That actually
cool
is
kids are
probably
doing
one
it.
of the major reasons blowing it up.
Alright,
Whoa.
so I think for the last one, what we can do is there are 2 topics in there that I absolutely don't care about, but if you guys want to talk about them, feel free. They're the
Which
2
one?
all the way at the very bottom. They're not.
Honestly, I would say
Not the one about Ranger, but
let's
the
talk.
other 2.
No, the one's above it.
No, I was actually thinking about this one right there.
Okay, yeah, works for me.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I found that one.
I think
Article,
that's
and-
kind of
So,
interesting.
Mike, you want to go ahead and intro that one?
Yeah, essentially what they released the Pokemon X and Y sales figures of Nintendo's internal counter, so to speak, and it's a total of more than 4 million game units sold since their worldwide release. So that's one of the largest releases they ever did, and it's kind of just amazing and sort of expected, honestly, from that title.
Yeah.
But it's still something that's like, Pokemon is still such a big thing after all those years, and there's people still wanting to play the game and still
an
wanting to
NEH
experience
game.
it. Yeah.
Also, that 4 million was from the 12th, which was the day it was released on Saturday, to the 15th when the article was posted. So in 4 days, it sold 4 million units.
It's
So it's
crazy.
going to be even higher now because
And
this article's 2 weeks
It
old.
does
nearly.
help that it came out all around the world.
And this is what the execs
Yes.
at Nintendo are doing right now, except replace the rain with money.
Shut
Oh,
up and take my money is what
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
said as soon as it came out.
Yep.
Are you
Yep.
nice?
You kept
Yeah,
it
it's
for
just
a
like
rainy
that.
day.
Yep.
Well, honestly,
it's sold a lot.
I think Nintendo deserves this one. They did a really good job on like both Pokemon X and Y and Animal Crossing. Both of those games were amazing.
Yeah. And Fire
And
Emblem Awakening
Big
is
hits.
bonkers good, too.
But yeah, they definitely deserve. They definitely deserve those numbers. And honestly,
Oh.
heck, I want more of those.
We all
Yeah,
want a
I've-
Pokemon game.
I've
The way
never played through a
Nintendo's
Pokemon
going.
game before in my life, and I'm loving Pokemon Y. So,
I still
Pokemon.
haven't got a 3DS. I'm the only one in this team who doesn't have a 3DS. So yeah, it might be a while till I ever experience what you feel on a day-to-day basis when you're battling each other. So
I typically feel like I'm just getting my butt whooped.
I
Oh,
beat
really?
you. I felt really good. They're just gonna play
I don't know.
Pokemon notes. Okay. We all know the way Nintendo's going. I've noticed that this year had a pattern. Every single game I found, you're either the mayor or the president. Pokemon, the next Pokemon game, Pokemon like Z or something like that. You're gonna be mayor of the Pokemon world,
If
or you're gonna be
Pokemon
champion.
Z is
You're
not
gonna start
filled
as-
with Dragon Ball references, I'm going to be very upset.
They may get sued by Funimation, sadly. I don't think they're gonna do it.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
Although
Well, Lucario already is a Super
so,
Saiyan reference. His golem
well,
form.
yeah, I mean, okay, to be fair, and that's sort of a spoiler in quotes, there's a trainer who makes an over 9,000 joke.
Yes, there is. And
There
it's
is.
It was amazing.
I'm not sure if
I
it's a
lit-
translation thing, but it did happen.
Yeah, so really the first thing I did when I read that was put my 3DS down on the table and went like this.
That's pretty much exactly what I did. I was just like, really,
Yeah.
guys?
It's funny as hell.
Yeah, it was.
It's funny as hell.
They
Yeah.
really do deserve their dues this year. So many good games came out, and this is and what is they needed this too because of how bad Nintendo's been doing for a while.
Yeah, but
And
still,
they're not
Wii U is still not
releasing
doing
games.
as great as the 3DS, as it's been shown. That they're bringing
Well,
out
at
all
least
the
they-
amazing games. Yes.
Well,
But
at
not the
least they
Wii U.
now have an advertisement slot in their own game for a Wii U. So
Yeah.
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 The one thing I really think will just a quick little note on the Wii U. They did this with the Wii, and they didn't launch it with what would be considered a killer app game for a lot of like core gamers. And it's the same
Honestly.
game they've done it with both times, which is the new freaking Smash Brothers. Smash
Yep.
Brothers is a system seller.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
That thing a lot of people.
Whoa.
the thing
The new Smash
the
is coming
thing
for the
about
3DS.
Wii U is like the thing about the Wii U is like, well, it's a system that looks interesting, but there's not really a whole lot of games you would want to buy it for. I mean, I bought my 3DS for Animal Crossing essentially and Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
Those are two major titles I really wanted to play. So, what is the Wii U equivalent to Animal Crossing, Fire Emblem, or Pokemon in that case
Fire
as well?
Emblem, Pokemon, Zelda.
As soon as I learned that Pikmin 3 was coming out for the Wii U, I lost. I was like, screw PS4, screw Xbox One or Xbox Freaky, and I'm getting this system.
Nice. You know,
Yeah.
the biggest thing with the Wii U for me right now is I play a lot of Scribblenauts on it, but I can't tell you the last time that I actually turned on the TV with the Wii U.
Yeah, you just play on the gamepad.
Yeah, I'm pretty much
I've
not
never seen
allowed to play it on the TV.
Aww.
Yeah. No, we know.
So,
Yeah, you just play it on the gamepad.
but yeah, Pokemon, amazing sales numbers. Amazing
Yeah.
sales numbers.
Can't even
Definitely.
And
suggest
that was in
Awesome
4
game.
days.
Yeah.
That
Already
was
bought
just in
it.
4 days.
If you
Game
haven't
million
gotten
yesterday.
Pokemon X or Y, fucking get it. Like, seriously.
Then- Mike, buy me a 3DS
Fucking
and
get it.
Pokemon X, and I'll play it.
Oh
You
my
don't share
God.
the price, and I'll play it.
I never owned a Nintendo platform, and I really am glad I picked one up because holy shit, that game is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like-
right. I'm gonna start a fund that is to get Bunny a 3DS and Animal Crossing or Pokemon. Anyone who wants you to donate, they can donate so Bunny can have one. Okay? Then I'll be able to play it.
Watch as Bunny receives no donations.
No
Yes.
donation. Kickstarter. You know what? That doesn't surprise me. Kickstarter's screwed. Then we start with the Kickstarter argument.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's a reason we've never done a Kickstarter segment because we will all just go batshit crazy.
Yeah, you will.
Give us money because we want pizza.
So,
Yeah, give us money. Give us all money so we can all each individually buy pizza in separate parts of the world.
Actually,
From them to the same.
if I would open my Kickstarter, it would be one of two reasons. First of all, I want to make a project that's really awesome and I really don't have the funds to it. Or second, well, I kind of want to go to the USA and that costs money.
yeah, we know why you want to go to
Ben-
the USA.
Connection lost.
Dime,
Go
what
to
you
Chicago for pizza. Come on. That's
Dime,
what he wants
you
to do.
Oh
Dime,
god,
what you doing?
he's enlarging me. Does that mean we're at the end of the show?
Yeah, we're getting pretty
Oh,
close.
you're
Yeah. I'm just
This
gonna
is
give
make-
up and move
obvious.
myself then.
All right.
Turn him upside down. Turn him upside down.
Nope.
Turn him up-
All right, Mike.
Oh.
Well, thank you everybody for watching. Nico, thank you for being here. The next show will be in 2 weeks from tonight, folks. So we will see you back then. Mike, take us out.
You've been watching the Dimecast with Mike Matrix, Dime, Bunny, and Nico Kid Wolf. Until next time.